Yo, what's up? Welcome to another stream right here on twitch.tv/blessing jr. Chat, how's it going? There's a lot of y'all in chat today, which has me excited because I'm very excited to watch this. Of course, this is Day of the Devs, an extension of Summer Game Fest. It's the indie showcase that they do every single year. I'm thinking that I do the first half of the stream a reaction to Day of the Devs. And then the second half, a reaction to Wholesome Games Direct, which is like a wholesome themed indie game showcase that happened earlier today. I want to react to both of these because I want to discover a bunch of cool indie games. I also have my Steam app just pulled up, ready to wish list, because that worked out real well when I did the 6-1 indie showcase. When I reacted to that, and I wish listed about 7 games from that. The goal here is just to build out the Steam wish list. It warms my heart when I find new games, and I'm like, cool, I'm going to clock that, and when it comes out, I'm going to be ready for it. And so that's what we're doing today. Chat, how you guys doing? How you guys feeling? I see DJ Kento, I see Creed, I see CK, Zero Cool, TV, Fung Time, how's it going? Blessing on that coverage grind. I'm doing my best out here. It's been a busy week. I'm trying to like pace myself also. With the Switch 2 and stuff, it's been... I was so tired when I got home. I damn near collapsed on my bed when I got home. I was out of breath, and part of that was laughing at the whole Outer Worlds bit from Tim yesterday. I laughed so fucking hard at that I felt it in my heart. Doing that, plus all the playing the Switch 2 in between all that. Like, there was a moment when I was playing Wind Waker, it was just me and Greg, and I was like, I'm tired. I'm tired. I don't have the energy. But we're still here. Oh my god, Min-Max with the perfectly timed raid. Welcome in if you're hopping in from Min-Max. You guys are catching me at the very start of a stream where I'm going to react to Day of the Devs. We're going to check out a bunch of cool indie games, and we're going to add games to our wish list. This is the fun Summer Game Fest. This is the fun Summer Game Fest. If you watched the Summer Game Fest show yesterday and you were a little bit underwhelmed, if you were a little bit like, I would have wanted more out of that, guess what? We're about to watch more. And so lock in. I'm going to fast forwarding to the start of this thing.
Feeling bored with your video games? Your library is full, but it's leaving you feeling empty inside? If you sat down and played your entire games library from beginning to end, by the time you finished, you'd be 9,000 years old, and everyone you loved would be dead, including you. Don't let this happen. There is a better way.
That's
Hi,
funny.
I'm Tim Schafer from Video Games.
What a guy.
And I'm here to tell you the good news about Day of the Devs. Day of the Devs is an all-volunteer curation committee that plays hundreds of games so you don't have to, and brings you the very best of them to show you at places like this digital showcase that you're about to see today. How much does this cost, you might ask? $5 million? $10 million? Absolutely nothing. Day of the Devs is a non-profit and supported entirely by
that's
generous
awesome.
Contributions from
I say that's awesome as if we've not known this,
so
but like,
right now,
it's good that they're doing the work, and the work is always ongoing, and it's always felt like they've been passionate about it and care very much. You gotta love that.
I'm excited to introduce the first look at a new title from Annapurna Interactive and the developers at No Goblin. Ever wanted to live the fantasy of casing a place, gathering intel, and pulling off a heist, all as a mysterious master thief? Well, in Snap and Grab, you'll be able to, and the developers are here to tell you how it's done.
Good video package.
Hello! I'm Sassia, Senior Level Designer and Artist at No Goblin.
I'm Jamie, Senior Animator at No Goblin.
Jamie got a
We're
nice
excited to
shirt
share
on.
with you No Goblin's new
Actually, both of them got some
upcoming
good shirts
Snap
on.
and Grab.
Snap and Grab? What does that mean?
I'm glad you asked. Picture this.
Didn't all the Annapurna devs quit? Annapurna didn't have devs. Annapurna was the publisher. Remember this.
Glamour and high-ticket crime.
And yes, a
As
bulk of the
Hakuna
people
Matata,
did leave
the world's
Annapurna.
greatest photographer. You'll be tasked with visiting a variety of rich and lavish settings, in which you'll have one question on your mind. What will you
Actually, I guess
do with
Annapurna
life?
is developing that Blade Runner game, so maybe they do have devs. I'm not sure the story behind that. I mean, this already reminds me of the reality show dating game that
Snap
was
and
released
grab, you will do
last
cool
year
rides with only your camera
from Devolver.
and your crew.
As you visit each venue, you will snap a variety of high-ticket items, and anything that might help or hinder your crew's chances of getting to them.
Then, you're done snapping.
I respect games like this. Crush House, yes, Creed. This reminds me a lot of Crush House. I respect games like this, even though I think Crush House was the one that made me realize that they're not for me.
Just be sure to consider.
But I
anyone
love
who
games
might
that have
get in
this
your
energy.
way, including Rio, a detective who's been on Nifty's trail for quite some time.
Because it's super
now.
creative.
Who knows when she'll catch up?
As your anonymous deeds make headlines, you'll attract new crew, giving you access to new ways to snap.
Yeah,
and
Merkingly,
grab.
yeah, make some goofy
Will
shit.
you be able to plan the next?
Let your
perfect
freak
heist?
freak flag fly
Your heist
through your
failed
video game.
spectacularly.
And like, I love the UI. I love the art. I love the presentation of these games often.
We can't wait to see what you plan next in Snap and Grab.
Available early next year on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S.
Does Untitled Goose Game ring a bell? It was one of the very early Day of the Devs games, so early in fact, that when we asked the dev what the name of the game was, they asked, do they have to have a name? You know the rest of the story. House, based in Melbourne, Australia, is developing a brand new kind of experience that's unlike anything else you've ever played. But I'm not the right person to describe what it is. Better served that these anthropomorphized ant.
So this is from the same dev as
things do it for you.
Untitled
Take it
Goose Game.
away.
Hello. We're House. You might know us because of our Goose Game.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
we're here today to show you around our new game. Ooh,
And
it's
this
a cooperative multiplayer adventure.
this music
made for
immediately
friends to
sounds
play together.
familiar.
It's called Big Walk.
It's a tricky game to describe, but it's mainly about doing two things, talking and walking. So talking is a big part of Big Walk, and we've put a lot of work into making a proximity voice chat system that feels natural and playful.
Proximity
You'll
voice
sound
chat.
different if you're speaking up close,
Hello.
or far away, or in a tunnel, or over a walkie-talkie, or behind sound.
Is this like Baby Steps meets Journey?
In a situation like this, where you can't hear each other,
No, it's more of a
you'll
puzzle
need to
game.
find
Never
other
mind.
ways to communicate. So we've given you lots of ways to point and gesture,
Oh, there they are.
and plenty of tools to stay in
Oh,
touch
this is
when
fun.
you're out of earshot.
This is really fun.
And if you can't use voice chat, or you just don't feel like it, we've also made a proximity text chat system, so you can play the entire game that way as well. Hello.
The game is set in a big open world that we've filled with all kinds of stuff. To see it all, you'll need to go for a big walk. Exploring as part of a group is a special feeling. Our chat system makes it important to stick together, so navigating the world of Big Walk requires lots of teamwork and talking.
Oh, that's not like pass.
As you explore, you can split up and go off on your own adventures.
Big
or
ol'
even lose
map.
Each other accidentally. When you're apart, you won't be able to talk face to face, and so finding your way back together isn't always straightforward. If you get lost in the bush, don't worry. You'll find plenty of ways to stay in touch and find each other again. Hello?
The bush is such a British way of saying it.
Please shoot up a flare. Thank you.
This building behind me.
This
has
is
a
really
challenge
fun.
in it.
Oh,
Completing
it's
challenges like
Australian.
these is the way you make progress
My
through
bad,
the
my
game.
bad, my bad.
They're all about
It's funny
teamwork,
'cause
and they're all a little
The
bit
way
different.
the reason I say
A lot of
British
them are designed so that you find funny and surprising new ways to talk.
is because I lived in Nigeria, which was colonized
Or come up
by
with a special code, or even sing
by
to
the
each
British,
other.
and we also call it the bush in Nigeria.
They're not all about talking though. There's a bit of platforming in there, some sports, and some weirder stuff too. Our challenges are open-ended and leave plenty of room for you to do things your own way. Like the rest of the game, challenges in Big Walk are about the joy of muddling through things together.
So that's Big Walk. There's heaps to see and do, but there's also lots of room to just hang out in between. We think there's some real magic that happens when you forget your plans and find yourselves doing something else.
This is cool.
You
This is
can
fun.
sit and watch the sunset,
Tell stories as you wait for the night to pass.
Go dancing.
or you could steal your friend's binoculars and kick them into the ocean.
I swear I've heard this music from something else.
Oi,
This music sounds
Sorry.
exactly like
Enjoyed
something
this
I've heard
little tour
before.
And got a sense of what we think is so special about this game. We made Big Walk to be a nice way to hang out with your friends in a video game, and we hope you like
Play
playing
it forward
as
gaming
much as
sets
we
sound
do.
like sounds like
Thank you for
humanity.
watching. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
That could be it. It could be humanity that I'm thinking of. I think you're right. Big Walk, 2020. Everything is 2026, dude.
This next title is from the art director
Hey,
Jeremy
Greg
and
Rice.
the team at Giant Squid, who brought you beautiful titles like Abzu and the Pathless. You'll see the DNA of all those games.
This sort of the
Surf the sand on your
Sword of the
sword,
Sea.
bring the sea back
Yeah.
to life. This is Sword of the Sea.
Hi, I'm Matt Nava. I'm the creative director at Giant Squid,
Um,
and I'm very
here's the thing.
excited to share with you.
I'm
my
hoping that nobody
game,
from KF is
Sword
watching
of
this
the
right
Sea.
now, because I sat last night on Fantasy
Sword of
Critic
the Sea is a atmospheric
and did a lot of
adventure game where you surf on a
analyzing
sword.
and thinking. And Sword of the Sea was one of the games on the
And
short
it
list
is trying to
of
give you the kind of spiritual experience
do I draft
that
it or
you
not?
get as a surfer, a snowboarder.
And I'm not going
a
to say if I
skater.
drafted it or not.
It takes a lot of what I've done in my
I'm just
previous
gonna
games,
say it was
like
on the short
Untitled,
list.
Journey, Abzu, the Pathless, and you're going to see those elements in the game, but it's going to take you
I
somewhere
loved the Pathless, but also I don't know that many people who love the Pathless as much as I did, and I don't know why. Like I understand it was a
into a flow state.
PS5 launch
It's
title,
something that as a snowboarder I've
and so it might have just bypassed a lot of people. But like I thought the Pathless was really cool. I really dug it. It's my exact type of game. I like the Pathless more than way more than Solar Ash. Not to throw shade at Solar Ash because I think Solar Ash is like a good game as well, but I think Solar Ash and Pathless do very similar things, and the Pathless for me was just like
mountain at once, and that lets you
way more interesting.
connect with the world in a deeper way.
And I really like the
think that's what
polish
you want to do with the game.
of the Pathless and the puzzles and all that stuff. Like I was just way more moved by it. The movement of Pathless was so cool.
I'm really excited because Sword of the Sea.
So yeah,
has
them
been
working on
Austin
this
Wintry, a longtime collaborator.
excites me. Oh, and Austin Wintry on the track.
Abzu, the Pathless, and he's done countless other games scores. But it also has movement inspired by the old skating and snowboarding games. So if you played the Tony Hawk games, if you played the old snowboarding games, you're gonna love
Fuck, I'm gonna love this game, dude.
in Sword of the Sea.
I'm gonna love this game.
We can't really guarantee.
I mean, I should wish list this. I'm realizing I don't have this wish listed.
But what we can do is create the environment, the conditions under which you might have one. Sword of the Sea is coming out this year, August 19th, on the PlayStation 5 and PC, so wishlist now. Thank you.
It's definitely something that I think I'll
This
probably
next
end up
World
playing
exclusive is
on
a sequel to
PlayStation,
a
but who
game
knows?
That has over 4 million players and counting. A runaway hit if there ever was one. But to make a sequel, you have to bring something new to the genre, something evolved, and that's exactly what this developer did.
Near to stream, I would assume that it's just vibes. I would assume that the gameplay is way more about navigating where you're supposed to go and solving puzzles and like probably some light platforming as well. I'd be surprised if they have a point system. Oh, is this Escape? This is Escape Academy. Man, I love Escape Academy. Man, I love Escape Academy, dude. If you like escape rooms, if you like puzzle games, and if you like playing games with friends or like solving puzzles with friends, I can't recommend Escape Academy more. And it's a sequel.
I'm Wyatt with Coin Crew Games, and we're here.
That's
to
really
announce
exciting.
Escape Academy 2, Back to School, the sequel to Escape Academy.
Yeah, that's getting wishlisted. God, thank God that there's an Escape Academy 2.
Is an open world escape room game where between your
Open
escape room
world?
classes, you can explore a living and breathing campus that functions as one big escape room. We felt inspired by
No.
games like Animal Well and the Legend of Zelda series and how they leverage free roam puzzle solving. So we're really excited to bring that into the Academy.
I like this and I hate this at the same
Our
time.
background as a studio is in building immersive narrative escape rooms. So when we started making a sequel for Escape Academy, we asked ourselves, how can we push that even further?
Is this still co-op?
We looked at feedback from the first game, and the #1 most requested feature, by a huge margin, was more Academy, to really get to be a student at the school.
That's fair. Yeah, that's
This time
fair.
around, we're going to let you explore the campus, to go to classes, meet other students, and most importantly, find lots of rooms to
Here's my
lock
thing.
yourself up.
I want the puzzles to still be
Once a 2D level select
focused.
map is now a fully realized
I don't want this to be Blueprints or The Witness. I don't, because I have Blueprints in The Witness.
in a world full of unique environments.
I want the escape rooms to still be specific rooms. I hope they still keep that.
Unsuspecting places. The campus is designed to reward curiosity with secrets tucked into every corner for players to discover. From lighting and atmosphere to environmental storytelling, we've pushed every element to heighten immersion and mystery.
For Escape Academy 2, our approach to narrative is to really lean into the roleplay of embodying a student at the academy. You can talk to your fellow escapists to unlock quests, discover lore, and naturally get hit with a deluge of groan-worthy puns. Apologies in advance. Over the course of the game, you'll puzzle your way through character-driven quest lines that string together
Interesting. Is it still co-op?
your second-year curriculum and the game's central mystery. If you want to get a sneak peek at the game and help us unlock its full potential, join our Discord and sign up for a playtest. We'd love to borrow your brain.
Wishlist Escape Academy 2 today on Steam.
I got so many
And we'll
questions.
See you when you get back to school.
I got so many questions.
So stupid.
Devo, Smashing Pumpkins, Lush.
It's Eighth Wonder. Yeah, we're reacting tomorrow for the Xbox showcase. Don't you worry.
From the prolific
Yeah, I can turn up the volume on the video. Hold on.
But this is not a music game or a game about music. It's a game about life and friends and the music that gets us through it.
Hopefully that helps a little bit.
I'm
Let me
Johnny
know
Johnson
how that
from
is.
Beethoven and Dinosaur, here in Melbourne Rock City. And this is our secret hideout where we make video games. And this is one of our artists, Arden. Fuck off. We're the BAFTA award-winning team behind The Artful Escape. But who cares? What's next? We're making a mixtape.
I thought we were in Jeff Keighley's thing. We're in Day the Devs too.
I need this game to come out this year for my Fantasy Critic. Y'all, my Fantasy Critic is about to be off the chain if I get the picks that I got,
About three friends
that I
on
bidded
their
for.
last night together, listening to a perfectly curated soundtrack. It's a psychedelic retrospective. A musical
No
journey
joke, I'm
that
fucking hyped for
documents
this
the
game.
breadth of their friendship and their greatest hits.
I did not dig the Artful Escape. I respect certain things about the Artful Escape because I think it's a very well presented experience, but
The whole game is a mixtape.
I need more interactivity in my video game.
Mixtape of mechanics from
I need more interactivity.
slushies,
A video game's got to be a video game.
mixtape of art styles and media.
And this one
designed to take
has a
you
lot
back
more has a lot more
to the
things going
teenage
on, which
wasteland.
excites me.
We gonna get your stash and keep going?
That's a rookie move.
Yeah, have we taught you nothing, Cassandra?
What?
We all
Like this
grew up to
art
my
style
room
looks
and-
fucking incredible.
Dad, give away your grabbing booze.
But is the music any good? Holy flippin' meatballs, let me tell you all about it. Thank you very much. We got Joy Division, Devo.
This guy's
love
fun.
Devo. Smashing Pumpkins, Portishead, Roxy Music, Silverchair, Lush, The Cure, Susie and the Banshees, Stan Bush, the Jesus and Mary Chain,
Stan
the
Bush.
Unkillable Iggy Pop, and apparently many more.
Are they following us?
I can't go to prison.
This is so fun. This is gonna fill the void that Lost Records, Bloom and Rage didn't fill, and also Life is Strange, Double Exposure didn't fill. I've needed something to fill that void of just angsty teen drama with a dope soundtrack.
Play it on Game Pass day one, wishlisted on Steam, play it on PlayStation.
I don't know what it is about me as a Nigerian American dude who grew up in Central Illinois.
Fair.
But man, I love playing as white people from the PNW. I don't know what the fuck it is. As somebody who grew up listening to Kanye, Lupe, and Common in Champaign, Illinois, and lived in Nigeria for a few years of my life, I just love playing as white kids from the Pacific Northwest.
We're excited to
That shit rocks.
tell you about our new game, Blighted.
Oh, let's fucking go.
Blighted is a hardcore action Metroidvania set in a psychedelic Western nightmare.
Crazy that it's a
The game's
Metroidvania.
full of mysteries and secrets, and one of its
'Cause
coolest features is a dynamic difficulty system.
They did a really good job at
Constantly changes the enemies,
making me think
the
Hades
player,
as soon as this was
and the
revealed.
world around you as you play.
People in this world have a sacred ritual.
Also,
When
Metroidvania
someone
from this
dies,
perspective
a
is
seed
so
planted
interesting.
in their brain. Over time, a tree grows from their skull and bears fruit. By eating this fruit, one gains a knowledge and experience of their ancestors. That's how it was for generations. That is, until the one day called Sorcisto defiled the ritual. He discovered that by eating brains raw, he gained immense power. Sorcisto ate the fruits, destroyed the trees, and devoured your entire community. And in doing so, he released a reality-altering disease known as Blight. As the lone survivor, you have a singular goal. Hunt down Sorcisto to reclaim the memories of your people.
Now, like the rest of the world, you're afflicted with blight. It's constantly overtaking you, making enemies aggressive and unpredictable, and changing your perception of the world. You can find ways to suppress it, or you can harness it to fight back even harder. With practice, you'll be chaining together finishers, taking out huge blighted beasts, devouring their brains.
Jesus.
and using their
Look at
memories
that
to
enemy
fight
design.
And explore. With
This is
enough
insane.
blighted memories, you'll start to see new layers of reality, reach hidden locations, and discover new gameplay mechanics.
Blighted marks our studio's first venture into 3D, allowing
That's
the
crazy.
art team to bring their designs to a whole new level as they craft gorgeously eerie worlds for you to explore.
I like
You'll
this
be
as the
making your
direction
way
after
through
Nobody
days
Saves
of
the World,
longer
'cause
civilizations, manifested nightmares.
Nobody Saves the World was a
Minds
similarly
guided through
explorative
giants
kind of an
and
action adventure
scaffolds to the
game,
gods.
and that didn't do
Rankbox
it
had
for
the
me. And I don't know
richest
many
varied
people
action
that
games, from Guacamole to Severed to Nobody Saves the World.
that like loved Nobody
We're
Saves the
excited to
World like
craft
that.
another one that will
Even
produce
Guacamole 2, I didn't hear. I feel like that didn't make the
Blighted will
same waves
support
at all as
full
the same
co-op
as
like many
as
of our past
Guacamole
games.
1.
And we're working with composer Jim Guthrie to create a
And then like
soundtrack
Severed
that
was
will
before that, right? And that was like stuck
We're
on the
excited for you
Vita.
to try the game, and we're aiming to have a playable demo later this year.
And I love
Wishlist
Severed, but
the
like
game on Steam,
I feel like
follow us
they
on social
this
media
studio
to
has
make
needed
sure
this
you
kind
don't
of
miss it.
shift.
This next title is from a bona fide Day of the Devs alumni, Outer Loop.
Dude,
This
Guacamole
game's
is so
first two
fucking good.
Suitors and Falcon Age have both been previously celebrated.
Ooh.
Outer Loop prides itself on
Shout out
being a
Outer
community-led
Loop.
studio
Shout out my guy
that
Eka.
create accessible but meaningful games
Very, very cool
about
dude.
underrepresented cultures and
I mean, yeah, there it is, Vamp Cat in chat. There was a Guacamole 2. Yeah, there was a Guacamole 2. And
This
like
is Dosa Divas.
I feel like I feel like that got a bad deal. It's really tough, I think, to make a sequel as an indie title. Like, there was that era of, like, that first wave of big indie games when the indie boom was happening, and I think a lot of developers didn't know what to do next after that. Like, you would think that a sequel would be the right thing,
Food in tubes?
because that's the natural AAA progression, but oftentimes I think you're stuck in the shadow of your first game, even with a sequel for a lot of indies. Not Hades 2 though. Not Hades 2. Ooh, a little turn-based battle game. Turn-based JRPG. Yo, Outer Loop. They be putting out games, dude. What was the game they just... Thirsty Suitors, yes. They just put out Thirsty Suitors. Before that was Falcon Age. Another
Hi,
2026
I'm Eka,
game.
creative director of Outer Loop Games, and I want to introduce
Also,
you
God,
to our
Eka
new
doesn't
game,
age.
Dosa Divas.
Eka has looked the
Spicy
same
narrative-based
since I've known
RPG.
him. I met him in like
Platform through
2019.
Vibrant villages, battle corporate goons, reconcile with loved ones, and eat one last meal together before saying goodbye. Double jump, drill, and grapple your way through the world to discover local ingredients, hidden paths, memories, and new friends. Engage in a flavorful turn-based combat system where every attack acts.
I remember Greg calling Eka on show one time. because
especially when you time it right.
Greg got Thirsty
Hitting the
Suitors
action
on
button
Fantasy
as the
Critic,
hit lands
and
amplifies
I was
your
like,
attack
I don't know
roll.
about that
Your
pick.
blocks.
And Greg calls Echo,
Use boost
and had me talk to Echo. I was like, why would you do this? Why would you make me talk to a man who I literally just told you I don't think his game is gonna do amazing on Metacritic.
Cook up made-to-order food to wake up villagers from a processed food-induced haze using the expressive cooking system. Delivering
Not really,
delicious
that's
hearty
evil,
meals deepens
right?
communities with their culture,
Like, why would you do
history, and
that?
Shared memories and increases your reputation. Serve up looks like customizing your spirit met goddess. Create your own spicy style with custom wraps and accessories. Dos Divas, our spicy narrative turn-based combat RPG, will be out in early 2026. Thank you.
Dang, he be busting these games out, dude.
Our pals at Heart Machine, creators of Hyperlight Drifter,
Let's
and Hyperlight
go.
Breaker, have teamed up with our buds at Devolver. They're mixing things up with
Possessors.
surreal, interdimensional demon horror.
This is another game I have on Fantasy Critic.
Genre? Probably should be a genre. Here it is.
This is one I have on Metacritic, and I really, really hope it comes out this year. Because if it does, oh, I got that shit on lock. Yeah, see, Gary, I'm not gonna answer that question. Heart Machine, man, they got something. This looks cool. Did we see gameplay when they revealed this before? I don't remember seeing gameplay of this.
Hi, I'm Miriam, producer at Heart Machine, working on Possessors. Possessors is a search action game set in Senzu, a corporate-run city
We did?
which
Yeah,
has been
okay.
overrun by demons. What you've just seen is one of 4 animated short we made with Powerhouse Animation. They each tell the story of how a character
I dig
or
the,
a creature from Possessors
Triforce
survived the attacks of the
charm.
or how they perished.
Demo
In
on
Possessors,
Steam?
you
Okay.
play as Luca,
Man, I
a
got so many
teenager from
demos
Senzu who
downloaded
was
right now.
injured in the disaster.
I got the
Luca
demo
was
for Hell
forced
Is
to make a
Us
deal with
downloaded
a
on my
demon named
computer.
Ram for both of them to survive. Ram possessed her, healed her, and made her strong. Now Luca and Ram are stuck together and forced to get along. They'll have to climb Senzu's skyscraper and fight through hordes of feral demons to escape the city. Along the way, Luca and Ram will discover what Senzu's corporate master were hiding, and piece together what happened by sharing their memory of the past. On behalf of the team, we're all very excited for you to play Possessors, which comes out later this year. In the meantime, you can wishlist Possessor on Steam, or try Luca's new demon power for yourself. A demo of the game will be available later today.
Oh yeah.
Moonlighter hooked me with its novel shopkeeping gameplay, its clean combat, and its satisfying dungeons and
Moonlighter
arcade
2?
gameplay loop. I could seriously play it all day, and I did. The developers at Spain-based Digital Sun seem to
I don't know
have made
anything
ambitious
about
upgrades to
Moonlighter
the
aside
system,
from
including an expansive 3D
Greg
world
Miller
and a big
loved it.
change from its previous pixelated form. I hope
And that
you're
you
as
play as a
excited I am
shopkeeper.
to take a peek at Moonlighter 2: The Endless Vault.
Hi there, this is Isra from Digital Sun. I'm beyond thrilled to share this event with you and show what's in store for Moonlighter 2: The Endless Vault.
That guy looks like somebody I know.
Moonlighter 2: The Endless Vault is a sequel to our beloved shopkeeping
Oh,
role.
this is a really
As in the
cool art
first game,
style.
Here you venture
Holy
into
shit.
ever-changing
Hold
dungeons
up.
to fight enemies and find relics. Then you go to your shop, sell your loot, and turn it into a profit. To
Did the
get
first
better
Moonlighter
deals.
look like that?
This unique blend of gameplay is what made the first game so
Okay, no,
special,
okay, this is
and
what the
now we're
first game
bringing
looked
it
like.
to a
Wow,
whole new dimension
wow.
of quality and ambition. Talking
Wow.
about new dimensions, this entry begins in Tresna, a plot-brimming town.
Wow.
Here, Will finds himself stranded after one of his adventures. He won't be alone though.
I didn't know they were going that hard with
joining
it.
up
This is
on
a
the way.
really cool
For now, let's jump
shift
straight
in
into
art
the portal,
style.
where every adventure unfolds and both battles and looting take place. From the
Fuck, am I gonna play Moonlighter
to the
too?
grassy landscapes of Hylia, each biome offers new mechanics, enemies, and rewards.
Fuck, when does this come
Some
out? Should I
have been vastly
fucking
improved, with some enemies
bid on this for
specialized
Fantasy
in
Critic?
weapons, while others
This
focus
looks
on close
cool.
combat. Once you clear a room, several things can happen. You might find a perk in run effects that can increase willpower.
His
and
running
unlock
animation
new
is so
abilities.
interesting.
The other option might sound
Brother, is
familiar
this-
to veteran merchants,
hold on.
as you can also stumble upon a chest. Inside,
Hold on.
you'll find tons of
Yeah, this is getting
priceless
wish
relics.
listed. This is our
Depending
third
on
wish
where you
list.
place them, relics will unleash all kinds of effects. Backpack management will influence the outcome of your expeditions. Unlike in the first game, you'll be
Moonlighter
able
2 is
see
supposed
the
to come
base
out in
value of each
2025. Does
relic.
somebody already
Although
have it on
backpack effects can double or triple
Fantasy
your profit.
Critic?
Let's say that you keep the adventure running. Let's say that you even feel
Greg
brave
has
enough
this?
to
Damn
face
it.
one of Moonlighter's 2 bosses. These battles will put your skills to the test. Take the so-called Herald.
This
for
looks
instance.
good.
This is one of the first bosses of the game.
I didn't know they were
and
doing
shows
this
how
with
the
Moonlighter
combat
too.
has evolved in the first Moonlighter. The Herald will throw projectiles and beams non-stop, forcing you to find cover and dodge hits. He's also protected by a sound barrier that you'll need to deactivate before striking back. Merchants need to be smart. It doesn't matter how far you get. Successful runs leads to the same place, your shop. The shop is where you put a price on your loot and try to get the best deals. There are ways to influence the outcome. For now, all I can say is haggle hard, sell harder. Well, there's actually something I can already share with you. Just like the perks in the dungeons, you can also unlock special effects each time you open your shop. They can
Andy has Hell Is Us
potentially
and
rotate your
Witchbrook.
profit, unleashing powerful
I don't know if that's gonna
synergies
save
and
Andy,
selling
though.
tricks. You never know what will happen when you open your shop. That's why we call it a shopkeeping roguelike after all. That's it for now.
And I didn't realize it was a
Since the
roguelite.
original Moonlighter was released, we
Oh
hope you are
man, I
excited
might be a
as we are.
Moonlighter 2 sicko.
Please stay tuned.
Oh,
to
and
our
it comes out in
socials for all
summer?
things Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault. See you in Tresna.
Brother, what's the if it comes out in summer? Just tell me the release date.
Manifesto Rejector. Thomas feels driven to advance our medium by creating games for new audiences and to hopefully entice those who might not be usually interested in playing a video game to take an interest. From Thomas Waterzoo, creator of Please Touch the Artwork, this is Please Watch the Artwork.
Shout out to the production behind this. This is really good production. The camera
Welcome to
work,
Day of
the
Devs
quality.
ASMR edition. My name is Thomas Waterzoo, and I'm a developer from Belgium. I'm the creator of Please Touch the Artwork.
The pacing of it is really
a series
good.
of casual and accessible games based on real paintings.
Whoa.
Where I explore what would happen if we did touch the artwork. I usually start by choosing a painter I like, and then think about what gameplay could fit their art style. For my third game, I fell in love with American realist painter Edward Hopper. But this time, you're not gonna be touching artworks. You're just gonna be watching them. At night. Please Watch the Artwork is a psychological spot the difference game, where you are a night watch at the Museum of Animated Modern Art.
That's good.
In short, Mama. Your job is simple. Watch the paintings and report any anomalies.
What the fuck?
However, these are not your everyday paintings. They are alive, and there is a mysterious sad clown wandering around, spreading their sadness over all the paintings. You're gonna need a good memory, focus, and lots of coffee to avoid this from happening. If you don't know Edward Hopper, no worries. You don't need to know him to be able to enjoy the game. But he's most famous for his painting, Nighthawks. He depicted themes like loneliness and urban isolation, so for me it made sense to create a psychological horror game. I also wanted a mechanic.
This is
that
so
made
interesting.
people really look at the paintings, hence the spot the difference gameplay. There are no jump scares in this game, and no monsters. The only things that are chasing you are the feelings of paranoia, self-doubt, and maybe some nostalgia towards Hopper's America from the early 20th century. Okay, you've got some clowns, but they are kinda harmless. It's just you, the night, and the paintings.
I like the
don't
music
have
they
a
have going
release
on in the
date yet,
background.
but you can now wishlist the game on
Yeah,
Steam.
that's
However,
another wish list.
And don't tell this to anyone. It's probably gonna be around Halloween this year.
Good for you.
Thanks to Day of the Devs for giving me this wonderful opportunity, and I really hope you like this bizarre little thing I made. Bye-bye.
All right, that's been wishlisted. Yo, video games are so fucking cool.
We've had a long-time love affair with this next dev at Tribute Games. It goes all the way back to the very first Day of the Devs, where we showed Mercenary Kings. It's been amazing to see what they've done since then with games like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge, which is a huge nostalgic bomb, and they're set to deliver again with Marvel Comic Invasion.
Hi, I'm Frédéric Gemus. And I'm Kevin Chiasson.
Is it comic or cosmic?
Games from Montreal, Canada, and are currently working on Marvel Cosmic Invasion.
Cosmic.
Marvel Cosmic Invasion is a retro-inspired beat-em-up.
Dude, I love production, man. I love production. I think Lucy did it yesterday too. I forget what Lucy did it for, where she said something.
So far, we've announced.
But like, you just
Captain
roll with the
America,
punches.
Spider-Man, Venom.
As somebody who fucks
Wolverine,
things up every
Storm,
single fucking day on KFGD.
Nova, Phyla-Vell, and we've just revealed that Rocket Raccoon and She-Hulk are joining the fight. Each heroes have been designed
Dude, between
around
this
their unique
and
strengths
Scott Pilgrim,
powers. Some of them
I might have to
can
force
take on
myself to
airborne
get
enemies,
into
while
beat 'em
others
ups.
can
I don't
do
hate beat 'em ups by any
devastating
means,
damage closer to the ground.
but they make me sleepy. They make me like, I'm just not as engaged
The Cosmic Swap. A tacting
with
system
the
allowing
gameplay,
for
but like,
instant switching between two
these games
heroes,
look so
creating
fucking good.
powerful combos and unique strategies. For level design, we recreated iconic Marvel settings such as the Mutant Heaven of Genosha.
Yeah, Leo Cat says, I think they are way more fun co-op. I agree. Like, when I think of the setting that I'd want to play a game like this at, it'd be an arcade. I'd want to be at an arcade. Me and 3 friends just got done bowling, and we're trying to like grab one more drink and pass the time, and we see an arcade machine that has this on it, and then we hop on for a good 15 minutes. That's how I want to play this game.
We hope that Marvel Cosmic Invasion is
But it's near impossible for me to like sit down alone at home and play a game like this.
Coming to PC and consoles this holiday.
So this might be a party. This might be a, hey y'all, come through. I got Marvel and I got Scott
A
Pilgrim.
horror fantasy life sim, co-directed by the pixel artist from Celeste, with haunting and lovely music from Disaster Piece, composer of Hyper Light Drifter, It Follows, and Fez. And to boot, an amazing group of human developers from Vancouver.
I love Vancouver. Oh, you already got me. We've seen this before. I remember seeing this somewhere. And I think the last place you saw this, I thought it looked cool too. Oh my god.
Hi, I'm Isa, programmer and writer of Neverway.
And I'm Pedro,
Neverway.
designer of Neverway, a horror RPG in live sim, and the debut title of our new
That's
studio
getting
called
wishlisted.
You play the game as Fiona. After quitting your dead-end job, you try
Excuse
to
me.
start over on a farm, a place where you can escape from all your problems, and finally start fresh.
Alright,
But
that's
it
been
gets
wishlisted.
darker. Fiona will find herself indebted as immortal herald of a dead god. With your sword, you can fight in a fast-paced combat, and you can choose your secondary gear to change how you fight, like a hookshot you just crafted.
But remember, you still need
Yeah,
to
Electric
keep your
Rectar, we
main
are
life on
reacting to the
track.
Xbox Showcase.
You can do things like shopping at the Cellmart or paying your mortgage using your very own Luna OS computer. You can also befriend or even romance more than 10 characters, each with their own
Bianca
special
is a good
cutscenes
name, by the
and
way.
routines that can interact with each other.
And as you get
I like the
closer
name
to those
Bianca a lot.
characters, you can use those relationships to unlock new combat abilities that change the way you fight.
You can farm, fish, and cook, but Neverway doesn't play like a regular live sim RPG. Time progresses in 3 blocks: morning, afternoon, and evening. And you choose when to advance
okay,
by doing
dude.
things like eating, sleeping, or reading a menu.
Shout out Bianca Belair.
The idea is to let you set your own pace. So you can choose when
Invincible
you wanna
Man.
fight
Did you get your heart broken by
or
Bianca?
when you just need a break and see your friends.
Because I get
You
it.
will eventually start searching for the Neverway, a decaying, nightmarish reality that is slowly leaking into yours. There you will learn what's happening to this dark, post-apocalyptic world as you pay out your debt.
If this sounds like your kind of game, you can wishlist Neverway on Steam and stay up to date to our latest announcements. and thank you for watching.
She got me through a lot. We all know a Bianca that got us through.
It's time for a world premiere.
A moment in our
This
lives.
one from a studio based in Johannesburg called Nyamako.
Like, there's a Bianca I have in mind where I was like, she was there for me in high
Earned
school.
a place on Forbes Africa's 30 under 30 list back in 2018, along with a host of other accolades. And since then, they've been hard at work on Relooted. a heist
Oh, I've
game
heard of
which
this.
tackles a political and righteous subject matter.
I've heard of Relooted.
Please take a look.
We need a ride.
Something incognito.
Like a submarine.
No, but also fast.
Like a jet/submarine.
Can you be serious?
Ready.
Ooh.
Hi, I'm Maka, the lead animator at Nyamako.
And I'm Sita, producer at Nyamako.
Relooted is set in the near future, where a new treaty has been signed between the West and Africa. The treaty goes that all African artifacts that are on public display must be returned to their country of origin. But museums are using a loophole to avoid repatriation. They begin to only exhibit artifacts in private. Our heist crew is made up of regular people.
Oh, that's such a
who
cool
band together to see
idea.
These artifacts returned to their country of origin.
That's such a cool idea.
Operating from a hideout in Johannesburg, South Africa.
Cuckoo, how do you do the mysterious plane, guy?
Are you not tired? Rest. We have work to do tomorrow.
In the real world, a French government report estimated that 90% of sub-Saharan African cultural heritage is in the possession of Western collections. That is millions upon millions of deeply important cultural, spiritual, and personal artifacts, including human remains, that aren't in their rightful place. While the locations in the game are vague and invented, the 70 artifacts in Relooted are very much real. And, as of today, reside in Western museums and private collections. Take, for example, the Ngaji drum, a hugely important spiritual item to the
Oh, and they tell you what country?
It was
Oh, that's
deployed
cool.
In 1910. In reality, it had been sent and kept in storage in a European museum. In 2016, a museum let a Bokoma prince visit the drum in storage. He was the first Kenyan in over 100 years to see the drum. It still remains in storage today.
Huh.
Before each mission in Relooted, players will receive a briefing where they can learn more about these artifacts, where they are from, their significance, and how they came to be removed from the African continent.
He was taken
This is so
to
fucking cool.
England following the suicide of his father and the defeat of the Ethiopians by the British at Magdala in 1868.
Relooted is a combination of action and puzzle. Once you pick up a target artifact, the alarm triggers, and you only have a certain time to get out before security.
Is this like a
arrests you.
runner?
The puzzle comes in figuring out your plan, and the action comes in executing it. The heists are made up of 3 phases. In phase 1, you case the joint, collecting information about where the targets are and what obstacles you'll face.
From here, we can smash the security glass. and
I'll be
put
honest,
you
I'm way
up
more into
to the
this
next
conceptually and narratively
In
than I
phase 2,
am
you roll the
gameplay wise so far.
carefully avoiding tripping
Oh, it's not a
the
runner,
alarm
it's
and
just like a
preparing
puzzle
your escape route.
platformer.
In phase
Okay,
3,
I might
you execute,
I might have spoke too soon.
going through your plan and evading security systems as you carry Africa's
I need a
heritage.
demo for this is what I need. Also, music is banging.
Relooted is coming to Steam, the Epic Game Store, and Xbox Series X and S.
Also, I
You can
love this.
wishlist it now.
I love this dude's
Remember
presentation.
Patapon, that
Also, I'm
series of
wishlisting.
games about those little dudes walking around.
Relooted is getting
doing stuff,
wishlisted,
making
chat.
music? Well, there's a sequel. Well, kind of a sequel. It's a spiritual successor. It's the core team from Sony Japan that made the OG games, coming back at you with more charming little dudes doing stuff while making music. Here it is.
こんにちは。パタポンの原作者であり、
It's back.
現在ラタタンの開発をしております小谷博樹と言います。
そして私はラタタンのリードプロデューサーを務める坂尻和人と申します。
Spiritual successor like Atomic Heart 2. That's there are so many bizarre things that happened yesterday at Summer Game Fest. But them calling Atomic Heart 2 a spiritual successor, it's definitely on the list. Also, hold up. This looks really good.
そして皆さんと一緒に育ててきたファンベースはとても素晴らしいものであり
That's not what I expect for like what Patapon will look like though.
応援のメッセージとか可愛らしいファンアートにはいつも励まされています。
プロデューサーとして日々この業界の苦しさを感じております。ですがこのように自分たちの
But that art style looked pretty clean.
喜びを感じています。我々インディーチームですのでまだまだ皆さんの支援が必要となります。今日は、新しいトレーラーをお持ちしましたので、ぜひご覧いただきたいと思います。それではどうぞ。
G Jacket says played the Rataton demo yesterday. It's great. This might all be very good news for Greg Miller. Have I played the demo Dead as Disco? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. It's pretty cool. This has wait, whoa. This art style looks fucking fantastic. I didn't want to speak too soon because I was like, am I seeing things or is this art style really good? But no, this art style is just fantastic. Oh my god, and they have the 3 choices. And they got the 3 roguelike choices. Demo up now. I still don't know if it's my kind of game. Although... Chat, is this a roguelite? This is looking like a roguelite. And it's a rhythm game, isn't it? Fuck, this might be a me game. I've never cared for Patapon. I've never cared for Patapon. But this shit looks fucking rad. Rhythm roguelike action game? Early access? Brother, I got so many questions. They just threw a whole lot at me. They just threw so much at me. That's getting wishlisted.
This next game, led by the legendary
I'm wishlisting Rataton.
Epic Mickey and Deus Ex fame, is a totally new take on stealth. His talented team is making something like nothing else. It's an evocative game set in a turn-of-the-century universe, and I cannot wait to play
Warren Spector?
Hi, I'm Warren Spector.
Okay.
Chief Creative Officer at Other Side Entertainment. At Other Side, we don't play it safe. We take chances, we tackle hard problems, and we do what's right for games and gamers. And what's right now is Thick as Thieves. It's a multiplayer stealth action game, unlike
we've heard of this, haven't we?
You and your friends have experienced before.
We've heard of this. Yeah, they said Epic Mickey and Deus Ex, and I was like, there's only one man I know. There's only one man I know that worked on both Epic Mickey and Deus Ex, and his name is Warren Spector. Also, that board game collection, yeah, is off the chain. The Leo Cat.
So we're trying to have all the bells and whistles of an immersive stealth game, like hiding in shadows, understanding NPC pathing and vision cones and timing your movements with them, and lockpicking.
Is this the same room, or does this guy also have a really good board game collection?
To me, however, is probably the presence of other players in the same game.
Like, I wish I knew more people that would like to play poetry for Neanderthals with me.
AI all day long. I could study the level.
Valerie, where's the board game collection, Valerie?
I don't know what another player players going to do? Are they going to actually pickpocket me, making, you know, situations that are just so fun? Something that won't happen in another match ever again. I think that's the thing that I'm looking most forward to seeing players do.
I can feel like a real master of stealth or deceit or cunning, because I'm not just outsmarting NPC AI, which can be satisfying, but it's an actual human being that I'm getting the best of.
So one of our core design pillars in Thick as Thieves is to play with your ears.
Matthew.
And to me, that means a lot.
I don't see the board games, Matthew. I see a Mudkip, but where's the board game collection, Matthew?
Where you are on the map, you can hear where other thieves are. You can hear other threats like guards.
This is really cool, by the
You
way.
would also be able to
I'll
tell,
try
like,
this out.
Oh, I'm in this quiet environment, and then
I don't have like
outside, it's very
a lot
so
of faith in it,
wow,
just because like multiplayer immersive sims
maybe that can,
can kind of get
my sound, so I
dodgy.
Can kind of go in undetected.
Like stealth gameplays is hard in general, and I feel like when it's between a player and NPCs, and like the game becomes about manipulating dumbass NPCs, it's one thing, right? Because like that then just turns into natural fun.
I really like to do is kind of stay back.
When you bring in other players into the mix,
people are falling into my traps, and then just waiting for the right moment
that gets
to swoop
tough.
in.
That gets really tough. So like players just aren't predictable. Like stealth games work, in my opinion, because you have predictable elements.
The weather changes,
I
the
didn't.
locations of the clues, or
Maitland.
the guard patrols.
Where are the board games, Maitland?
Players are always on their own separate quests, so really anything can happen.
But yeah, I mean, other players are the least predictable thing you can have in your video game. For a genre that I think thrives on elements being predictable enough to manipulate them.
In front of more players as soon as we can, and I'm hoping that many of you will sign up.
Creed
for
also
the
mentions,
podcast.
yeah,
We'd love to
like
get your
stealth
feedback
online
on the
is
game,
tough.
and we'd love to show you what we've been putting together over here.
Oh no, it's a clean.
So,
I thought that was
thank you very
boarding.
much.
That's a clean Xbox.
This is a new title from a longtime collaborator of ours, both at Double Fine Presents, where we publish
Yeah,
our
desyncing
kids, and here at Day of
can
the
also
Devs,
make
where
it
we're
tough, for
highlighting
sure.
Titles like Time Flies. Here's a first look at their new game, Pocket Boss.
Say Pocket Boss.
Hi, I'm Mario. I'm roughly half of a small studio called Playables based in Zurich, Switzerland. I worked on games like Plug and Play and Kids. But now
Oh, I know
I'm looking
Kids.
forward to show you something brand new, Pocket Boss. Pocket Boss is a short game about the small joys of manipulating data. As a remote worker, you're in touch with your boss through a chat interface and will get all kinds of requests.
This is genius. This
Be
is fucking
smart,
genius.
Raise competitors with one swipe of a finger, navigate the stock market without crashing, and generally find easy solutions for hard problems. Your boss will verify if everything looks correct, and most importantly, beautiful. But as you do all that, the charts start to get
This is
alive
so
of their
good.
own. They go wild. Will you be able to tame them? Or maybe even find your own satisfaction on your way to success?
It's like WarioWare, but for
Boss is
The
an
Office.
intimate encounter with data, exploring the secret life of charts.
Salary
The
percentage.
game will come out later this year.
This one.
You can find more information and the link to the Steam page on
That's a crazy mic, by the way.
pocketboss.ch. Thank you.
This autobiographical game is all about food and our complicated relationship with what we eat and what we see when looking at the scale. Its unique gameplay unpacks the frustration and even the strange humor of cooking, eating, working out, and more. And we finally have a release date.
Hi, I'm Jenny.
Hi, I'm AP.
We're the co-directors of Consume Me.
Consume Me won the
Oh, man.
famous McNally Grand Prize at
I've
the
heard
2025 Independent Games Festival.
extremely good
More
things about this game.
importantly, it's about to get its release date announced at Day of the Devs.
After we talk specifically about how cool it is,
This game is gonna make big waves, y'all.
Did you feel like a complete jerk and or a loser in
This
high
game is
school?
gonna have big waves. You're gonna see this at Game Awards. You're gonna see this being nominated for a
not
lot
stop her from spending
after this
several
comes out.
years of her adult
Also,
life letting
fuck,
me
this comes
make
out
a
this year.
hardcore
Shit,
role-playing
this would have been the
game about
Face
it with
Critic.
her.
God damn, what am I doing on
my
Face
high
Critic?
school valedictorian. My grades were a
Chat, be
toilet
chill.
emoji.
Chat, be chill.
Furthermore, 0 European museums had ever yet
Oh,
featured
sorry.
an exhibit of my art.
Because if this comes
So
out
the only thing I
this
could
year,
think of
I'm
to
throwing all
want
my
to
Phoenix
do
Critic out the
was
window, chat.
Get hot. That's where you come in. Are you tough enough to help cartoon me get hot?
Each story chapter in
That's
Consume
hilarious.
Me sees Jenny with new goals and not enough time to comfortably accomplish them.
Weird says I mentioned in the chat while I'm gonna pick this up for FC. Which chat? My chat or the Kind of Funny chat?
Must manage her
Because I hate y'all who be
making
putting things in the Kind of Funny chat for Face
about
Critic.
how to spend her free time.
Every activity costs or boosts different resources. These activities often involve mechanically hilarious mini-games.
In Consume Me, putting food on your lunch plate is a puzzle game.
You can buy a sponge at the corner store to make the hitbox bigger in the bathroom cleaning minigame.
My chat? Okay,
And
that's
you
cool.
can
That's
also
chill.
wear a special outfit that results in your mom giving you more money if you clean the whole bathroom.
Yoga might kill you.
Encounter cash on the street while walking your dog.
This part is based on real life, by the way. 1 out of every 16 times I walked my dogs over the past 4 years, I've encountered a crisp 20 on the ground.
Can you win the heart of the boy of your dreams? Can you hold on to it? Can you chart a course toward a sustainable future? Can you fit just one more to-do goal on your plate? Or is it already full to bursting?
More importantly, does any of this matter, either in the game or in real life?
We don't have time to spoil the story here.
So you'll have to find out yourself when Consume Me comes to Steam on September 25th, 2025.
Cool.
Please
All right.
wishlist it as soon as you can.
Chat,
Seriously,
be fucking
at the rate
cool.
of $20 for 16 dog walks, it is going to take me 1,095.89
Because I'm opening up another
years
website right
to
now.
earn
Put a bid on a
$1
video
million,
game.
and we need to make another game after this.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Sometimes great games can go unnoticed. If you're lucky, maybe you build a small cult audience.
Also,
but very
Consume Me I
rarely
already
do
have
games go
wishlisted
on to
for the
inspire
record.
Huge games like Undertale. That's exactly what happened with this game. Originally released in 2008, and now seeing a release on Steam and Switch, this is off.
Hello, I am Mortis Ghost, a Brussels-based comic book artist and creator of the game Off. Off is a game I made 15 years ago when I was still a big, sweetie, drooling crybaby. It's a Japanese-inspired RPG where you control a baseball batter chasing ghosts in a cubic, strange world. I made this game with no other ambition than to create something funny to show my
That's
friends
cool.
and a few people on the internet. But it got out of my control
Man.
and became very famous. The
We gotta
reason is
do
that the game is somehow cut.
a
It harbors
list
diabolical
of the most
thoughts that
influential
I can't
indie games of the
I
last
ask
10
you
years.
please not to play.
Because Undertale is probably top 3. It'd be Undertale. Surprisingly, Sifu I think is on the list of top 10.
I'm Ryan Allier and the studio director. It's been a pleasure to work with Mortis Ghost.
Hades for sure. Stardew for sure.
RPGs over the years, such as
Hollow Knight maybe, yeah. Probably Hollow Knight.
Hey everyone, it's Toby. Off was
I
a
hit
big
Creed, I said in the last 10
inspiration
years.
for
Minecraft
Undertale,
didn't come out in the last
and I
10 years,
hope you will
Creed.
take this
You're not
chance
listening to the
play
words
it
that come
either
out
for
of
the
my mouth,
first
Creed.
time or the 100th time. Oh.
Also, what the fuck is happening
Off
right now?
celebrates its 17th anniversary this year, and we've worked hard to preserve its original spirit as we bring it to modern platforms. In addition, Mortis Ghost has designed 6 new bosses for returning controllers. Plus, we have a new soundtrack, which you're hearing right now, and revamped combat.
Really, it's all Earthbound at the end of the day.
Announce Off's release date for Nintendo Switch and Steam.
The problem is that I don't want to play any of this. I did say Hades. I don't want to play any of these that aren't Undertale. Although Off does look really good, I'll
And
say.
now, a world premiere from a studio based in Quebec called Game Team 6. This is their second game together, and it's one of those where the title kind of tells you all you really need to know and has you sold before you've even seen a pixel. Please enjoy your first look at Tire Boy.
Hi, I'm Corey Martin. I'm Thomas Tobin. And I'm Andy Chmelenko. We're co-creators of Game Team 6, a small studio from Canada making heartfelt games with big ideas.
Game Team 6?
We're so excited to introduce you to Tire Boy.
Wait.
Action-adventure platform
Wait.
about a tire person. Tire Boy is fast and nimble, leaping through lush environments, solving environmental puzzles, and taking on heroic battles.
What the fuck is this game?
All while helping locals and uncovering his own past.
Tyboy may be the last of his kind and was lost as a child. At the start of the game, we learn how he was raised by a large owl named
The devs aren't matching the game, by the way.
It's a story.
The game has a really different energy than the energy that the devs are giving us.
Journeys through a vast, unfamiliar world.
You guys aren't giving me Game Team 6 vibes.
Of his forgotten origins.
Many of the locals have grown fond of Tyboy. They'll often ask him for things ranging from small favors to the game's main objective, which is to repair a giant radio transmitter to help the local community make contact with long-lost travelers.
Brother, this voiceover is not matching the energy of this game.
Another thing we've emphasized throughout development is being playful with the scale of things in the world, wanting to make the player feel small and make you feel like a kid, giving you that childlike experience of feeling like everything around you is impossibly big. And that has a meaningful impact on gameplay, given that you move fast and it feels more satisfying to do so in a big, sprawling world.
Tyboy is weird, heartfelt, and full of little surprises. And we've built it to feel like a place you'll want to come back to, whether you're chasing big moments or just soaking in the quiet ones.
Wishlist Tireboy on Steam now and follow @tireboygame.com on Blue Sky to keep up to date. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of the show.
Who doesn't love a vacation?
I feel like I've been pranked.
Toem took us on a delightful expedition, and the sequel, Toem 2,
They're Canadian, they
takes
can
us
only be
even
so brash.
Further from 2D to 3D. Something we made from Sweden does it again.
Hello everyone, I'm Lucas.
And I'm Niklas.
Co-founders and developers at Something We Made. Some of you might remember us, or even better, our little game Toem from 2021's showcase.
Making Toem was an adventure on its own.
They're making Toem 2, right?
A whole chapter afterwards filled with love from all around the world. And
Toem.
that's why it's exciting and honestly a bit scary returning to something so dear to our and others' hearts. We teased the game at Wholesome Snack in December, and we're beyond stoked to show the game for the very first time.
Let's go. Here we go. Toem.
Toem 2 is still a photography adventure that resides in a whimsical world, where the main objective is to photograph a phenomenon known as Toem. Set a few years after the original game, our protagonist now jumps into their biggest adventure yet. And what the phenomenon is this time, well, you'll have to discover that yourself.
Along their journey, they'll stumble upon special NPCs we call friends, each with their own personality and questline. These friends allow deeper relationships for the player, aiding them through fears and difficulties. Hence,
I love the upgrade in art style.
Each friend gives
I kind of want to
the
pick
player
this
what
up.
we call a camera tool. These tools allow new and interesting ways of interacting with the world through your camera. For example, the scissors, which cut things. Or take the hammer, which, yeah, you guessed it, is great for smashing stuff.
As you might have noticed, we have updated the visuals. It's a crafty mix of render styles that allows us to reimagine the world without compromising on the vibe.
This looks so good.
And finally,
Good for
and
y'all.
most
This looks so
importantly,
fucking
we have
phenomenal.
A new movement system. It's probably
Art style
the
is
biggest
clean.
change compared to Toem 1, and you can now jump and climb your way through the environment.
I need
It adds a lot of
Chicory
playfulness
2.
for us when designing quests
And I need it to look more like this.
Ultimately making the world feel more free and open.
Like I shout out
And
to the
don't you
Toem
worry,
fans.
the
This
handy
just makes me
camera
want a
continues
Chicory
to be
2
the
that looks
main
like this.
gameplay component. This time, we made it feel a bit faster and snappier. And tying that in
That's
with
awesome.
the new movement, we can't wait to see the photos you'll take.
So to
What do you mean dodgeball RPG?
More story,
What do you mean
updated
volleyball
visuals, and a fun
RPG?
new
Not
movement
weirder.
system, but still the very same shield and coast experience. The whole team is working so very hard to make Toem 2 something that can stand proudly besides the original game, celebrating what worked while improving the rest. So if you're interested to learn more, go wishlist the game and join our Discord. See you all real soon.
Hello. Are you looking for a way to support Day of the Devs and you just don't know what to do? We have a new collaboration with our partners at the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences. They have an annual program called Game Maker Sketchbook.
Beastie Ball has been out in early access for a bit. It's from the Chicory devs, Pokemon Cross Volleyball. After this, I'm looking up that trailer for Beastie Ball.
All all the different kinds of art that go into developing a game, they are putting a spotlight on. And it's
Oh, this
awesome.
is cool.
This year we worked with an illustrator called Nimit Malavia to make this epic piece that features characters from all the best games of the year.
That's
Literally
hot.
Dozens and dozens of characters. A veritable Where's
That's
Waldo
hot.
of every game character that you love. That print is limited edition and on sale at imapit.com. All the proceeds
Yeah.
go to the AIAS Foundation and
I'ma
Data
need
Devs.
that.
Literally, we're nonprofits asking for your dough, but like it doesn't just mean giving money. It means you get something in return too. Isn't
I'ma
a
need
joyous
that.
thing?
We want to give a huge shout out to our flagship sponsor at Xsola, who really helped make Day of the Devs happen this year. Xsola is a global video game commerce company that aligns with our mission to help developers connect directly with players and sell more games, without giving up control or extra revenue. Launching today is a new Day of the Devs activation
This is
on
the end of it,
Xsola
isn't
Mall
it?
to spotlight some of our favorite
There's
games
still
from
like
recent
10
Day of
minutes
the
left in the
Devs
video.
showcases. Scan the QR code below or head to this URL to explore some amazing indie games. And thanks again to Xsola for supporting this celebration of creativity and community.
Thank you, Greg, for that riff on Xsola. We are so happy to have them as our flagship sponsor. But we also have some other sponsors to thank because it takes a village to support Day of the Devs. We are a nonprofit, and every little bit helps. We got our founding sponsors, Double Fine Productions and I Am 8-Bit.
Shout out Double Fine. Shout out I Am 8-Bit.
Folks that have been contributing throughout the last year, and we.
Man, Day of the Devs is so fucking cool.
Annapurna Interactive, Blumhouse Games, Devolver Digital, Idea Xbox, 47 Communications, Panic, PlayStation, Razer, Sabotage Studio, Studio MBHR, Summer Game Fest, and Jeff Keighley and the whole gang at the Game Awards for your continuous support. Thank you so much.
And if you'd like to donate directly to Day of the Devs, you can go to dayofthedevs.org and do so there. And remember, Day of the Devs is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, so any donations are 100% tax deductible.
If you like what you saw here today and want more, just follow us on the World Wide Web, www.
Yeah, this is a great. This
Please
was a
wish
great
this game. It means
showcase.
a lot to the developers, and thank you for watching today. Thanks to all
This
the
is a
developers for
fantastic
sharing their games,
showcase.
and thank you to all our generous sponsors for making this possible. We'll see you next time on Day of the Devs.
Like the exact thing that I want out of something like this, right? Keep it short, keep it sweet. Put me on to some
Huge thanks
games
to our friend Dose One for providing the
that I'm not
beats for
familiar
today's
with,
show, and please stay tuned for a
and
musical
also
performance from the game
give me only
Unbeatable
meaningful
and
updates
famous
for the games that I already know about.
I'm RJ Lake, and I'm directing Unbeatable, a game where music is legal and you do crimes, with Andrew Tsai over at D-Cell. This is a never
This game looks really
before
cool.
heard new track from this is mostly a never before heard track from Unbeatable. It's not a live performance, but all the performances in it are live, if that makes
This is
sense.
gonna end with
That's
just a
because
song.
the guitarist is playing lead guitar and rhythm guitar and acoustic guitar and is the drummer, and our keyboardist is the cameraman. This should show you probably just how much work goes into even one of the songs on our 100% original soundtrack, which, by the way, starting right now, you can pre-order at dcellgames.bandcamp.com.
Good
That's
edit.
right, at dcellgames.bandcamp.com.
Great edit.
You can pre-order the soundtrack and you'll get all of the songs that we've shown off so far, including this one. Enjoy.
This is fun. I'm not gonna watch this. Actually, maybe I will. Hold on. Let me play. I'll play a little bit of it.
Has your voice been truly locked away? Kept inside these worn-out days we
All right, that's about it. But yeah, no, this is cool. This is a cool segment. But we're skipping through the song. Go check out Unbeatable. Go check out the trailer, yo.
That song is called Worn Out Tapes, and it's actually going to be playable in our demo starting during Steam Next Fest on June 9th, alongside Worn Out Tapes' Tally Ho version, which you might recognize from Rhythm Doctor.
I remember hearing that first version of Worn Out Tapes all the way back in 2018, which is when we started working on the game. As time went on, the style of the game's music and the way we designed the charts for them evolved. And it's a full circle moment getting to bring you this brand new rendition of the song.
Yeah, Dolphin Cord says Unbeatable is my most anticipated game. It's definitely like up there for me as well as far as like the indie stuff that's coming out. Barrett talks about it
And if you
nonstop.
pre-order the vocal album, you get all of the songs that we've shown off so far, including Worn
I think
Out
Barrett
Tapes.
has it on his Fantasy
And,
Critic as well.
If you pre-order the score, you'll get all the background music from the demo, all the cop fight music, all of the baseball stuff from the demo. You can also listen to all of that starting today on our YouTube channel. And that's basically it for my calls to action for this. What else is there to say besides wishlist the game, play the demo, and thank you a lot. Like, genuinely super. We're not here without you. Like, genuinely. I don't have anything to say. I don't have any real words. All the planned stuff ended back when I stopped talking about the album.
Oh, this is legitimately the end of the video.
I can't really think of a good way to thank you because there is more love that has come into Diesel
cool.
than I have any idea.
SSJ Piccolo, yes it is. SSJ
This
Piccolo
game
asks,
doesn't exist without the
is
support
Tears
we've
of the
gotten
Kingdom
so
Enhanced
far.
worth
So,
it?
oh my God.
If you
From
haven't
the
played
bottom
Tears
of
of the
my
Kingdom, it is
heart
worth it.
and
If you
everyone
already
at
own
Diesel
Tears of the
Games,
Kingdom,
thank you so
it's
much.
worth it to upgrade.
We're going to continue trying to do the best we can do.
Cool. Chat, that's been Day of the Devs, Summer 2025 edition. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and checking this out.